Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's would it be edifying. Titled, They Should Not Regard Their Kings and Princes. All right, people are getting fed up with you leaders, you so-called leaders, and you politicians, and you mayors, and you senators, and you governors, and you states attorneys, you judges. People getting fed up with you, and it will come a time in the immediate future that they will start to hunt you because of the oppression and the hell you've been putting on people that pay your fucking bills, man. Okay, if you're a public servant, basically you work for the people, but instead this is a corporation that's funneled by greed and extortion and bloodshed. And a lot of times this is how that these leaders have received their position of power, by deceit and manipulation and blackmailing each other, man, to the top. So it says, breaking a Virginia city councilman was allegedly attacked in his office after someone forced their way inside, poured a 5-gallon bucket of gasoline on him, set him on fire, according to authorities, officials say. And the attack was personal and unrelated to his role in council. So, of course, they got to, do damage control, because these are corrupt individuals. And if you look at this asshole, you can tell he's nothing but a fucking corrupt individual. And this is the majority of them, man. And they all look alike, in my opinion. All right? The pale-faced male with the suit and tie, with the bald face, blonde hair, blue eyes, or whatever, black hair, brown hair, they all look the same. All right? But it says Virginia councilman set on fire by attacker in horrible office assault. Because people are tired of the bullshit, man. All right? If people didn't spend their life savings on trying to live the American nightmare, a.k.a. the American dream, just to find out that it was all bullshit at the end of the day, and there was no amenity to it, man. So people are going to start taking matters into their own hands, and they're going to start attacking you lawyers, you judges, you politicians, you statesmen, you councilmen. Hell, remember they made an alleged attempt on Trump's life, even though I believe that was a warning shot for the elites to make sure that he get this technocracy up and running. But nonetheless, people are getting to the point they're ready to start taking matters into their own hands, because they're realizing that justice will never be served when you put your trust and your belief in these people right here. Okay, everybody's on the edge about the Epstein files, and the walls of gravity are closing in on Trump to the point he ain't gonna be able to double his ass out of he ain't gonna be able to wiggle his way out of trouble, man. So people, they're pissed off. Okay, they're paying high in rent. Fucking groceries are not getting cheaper. Hell, jobs are laying off. Life savings are being wiped out. Insurance is being canceled. People are just like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit no more, man. Let me out. So it's going to get real graphic in a minute. But it says here, this is the Jimmy Dore show. Cold Pink crashes Capitol Hill cafeteria and confronts diners over Gaza starvation. See? People are seeing it. They're seeing you devils. They're understanding that you're being exposed. People are realizing that the money that they've spent in taxpayers' money, they're funneling in aiding Ukraine and sending free money over to Israel just to fuck people's lives up here in America, man. And people are tired of it and don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay, so I'm going to play a couple of minutes of this video. And it's only 5 minutes, and then I'll get the other video, and I'll get a couple of precepts, and that'll be that. So here we go.
This guy right here. This is my favorite guy so far. So this guy's got his sandwich in his hand, and he's like,
fair use, fair use, fair use.
What is she saying?
Please think about the people who are dying. Please think about the people who are collapsing in the street. Please think about the people dying from malnutrition in the hospitals.
I got to look at my phone.
Is
this really happening? So Code Pink. So they're starving 2 million people in Gaza. That's happening. It's happening right out in the open.
Yeah, they are. They literally are starving people out. Like, they was bringing in provisions, and they wouldn't even allow them to get it. And a lot of people, they were just executing on the spot. So a lot of them Gazians are being starved out. I heard that kids try to set up like little stands to sell food and, like drinks and stuff. And they was just shutting it all down, man. Which shows you that Esau ain't nothing but the motherfucking devil that the Bible talks about. And this is why when we get your ass in slavery, we're going to kick you sideways right up your fucking ass crack, man. All right, fuck you. I'm kicking you in your fucking head. Because enough is enough, bro. You got the world's riches and desires, and yet you want to sit up here and starve people out for your sick fucking games. And you wonder why when people put hands on your own fucking cracker kind, nobody takes any remorse to it, man, because you people are the fucking devil, man. All right. And every day, my tolerance for you fucking crackers, it gets less and less every damn day. To the point I have to really hold my peace being around you because, hey, if the spirit of the Lord wasn't on us, hey, bro, we'd be like loose cannons out here, man. For real. But luckily, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is on us until that appointed day. So I ain't gonna cap. Last night I had a dream. I had spiritual power. I was flying. I was learning how to fly. And I take off. And I end up falling back down to the ground because, I had to learn how to do the shit. So when I finally got the hang of it, it's like you can really feel it like you're really flying. So I don't know where I was going, but everybody else had already flew off. So I'm like, oh, fuck it, let me go ahead and fly off too. So I just flew off, man. And then you know how your dreams be fucking with your head sometime and you overthink shit and then you'll come back and hit it was just crazy. But regardless of it, I had a dream I got that power. All right. And that power is coming back in the earth in a magnificent way. And when we get that power, you Edomites, man, you in big trouble, to say the least. All right. Just wanted to add that in there.
And then when they come to get aid, they gun them down. This is all happening. This is all the most Third Reich Nazi stuff I could ever imagine happening, and it's happening. And we're supporting. Your government is supporting it. And so Code Pink went and crashed the lunch room in Congress. While Congress eats lunch, 2 million Palestinians are being starved, Code Pink wrote. We took this message to the Capitol cafeteria because the people in that building can lift the siege. 6,000 aid trucks are waiting. Babies are dying. Stop funding famine and the siege in Gaza. So let's watch a little bit of it. So as Congress is eating, they come in.
Excuse us, as you all eat in the cafeteria of Congress, we are forcibly starving 2 million people in Palestine.
So we're here in Congress in the cafeteria. We'll be here every day this week. As staffers, as people are here to lobby, as Congress people are getting their lunch and eating in peace while 2 million people in Palestine are under forced starvation. And the people who work in these buildings can lift the siege, can allow for the 6,000 aid trucks who are in to get into Gaza. And that these distribution sites should not be run by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. There's between 1 and 4 of them where Palestinians are being shot dead, murdered, while they are waiting to get in line for food.
And that's sad, bro. That's wicked. So, this is the book of Sirach 4 and 1. It says, my son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. And that's what this devil is doing, man. He's literally starving people out and he's gunning them down because they want food. But yet when we bring out this information on how these people are the wicked that the Bible talks about, and we bring out their atrocities, then somehow, some way, this is the biggest form of anti-Shemitism. And I say it that way because there's no such thing as Semitic. For all you stupid idiots out there that say, oh my God, you're anti-SEME. There's no such thing as Semitic. It's no person in the Bible named Sem. Okay, this ain't no fucking video game, man. It's Shem, which goes into the name, which is the second son of Noah. All right? We come out of the tenets of Shem, the Shemitic Hebrews. Esau comes out of Shem as well. But see, the thing of it is, he come up with that buzzword, anti-S, to be able to justify being a victim. Okay, the villain victim. This is what this man is. He's the victim. He's the victim villain. He acts like he's the victim. He hunkers himself down and he acts like he's just so persecuted and everybody hates them and everybody is coming up against them because they're just the chosen people. When in fact, motherfucker, you the one that's throwing the bricks and hiding your fucking hand, man. You're gunning kids down. That's literally in the line for food. You sit up there, you're gunning people down in cold fucking blood. And you wonder why the world hates you. All right, man. And it says here, make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress, man. And eventually, they keep poking at people. People are going to rise up and they're going to start to do things, man. All right, because people are realizing that this is a fucked up society. Even Esau is realizing that among his own people. That's why you got clowns like this that's facing the judge. Like, hey, remember that what's that guy name that was the CEO of that major insurance company? he was getting ready to, I guess the guy Luigi. I haven't heard anything else about Luigi, which Luigi was a national hero to these people. But he allegedly, which I don't think Luigi did the shit, but they shot the nigga. You know, he shot the nigga in cold blood and killed him. That I forgot this guy's name, but he was basically a CEO of an insurance company, and they wasn't paying out a lot of claims. But yet this man was a billionaire. See, people are waking up to your madness, Esau, and they gonna come for your ass, and ain't nobody gonna get in the way and stop them. You know. And it says, add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give him that is in need. And that's what this devil is doing, man. Not only to our people, but to, hey, he's doing it to his own people. Hell, your own people are on welfare. Thanks to you. But that ain't us, bro. That's a you problem. You figure it out. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, and neither turn away thy face from the poor man. It says, turn away not thy eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer should be heard of him that made him. Okay? So there's coming a recompense for all the madness and all the evil that you devils have done to the people, especially the people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, our people, the Israelites, man.
Had over 400 distribution sites, and we're distributing food in alignment with local communities. We are going to be inside the halls of Congress, outside, all across DC, all over the country, hopefully all over the world, to end the forced starvation, to lift the siege, to let the food in, and then to stop arming Israel and to end the bombs and to free Palestine.
There are 2 million people on the brink of starvation, and the people in this building can stop this, can end the siege.
Please think about the children who have nothing. Please think about the people who are dying. Please think about the people who are...
And none of this is going to work. The only how you people are going to get some type of green light or answers, or only how you people are going to get somewhere in this, even though it's a volatile situation on both ends of it, you got to get, you already know what you got to do. That big R word, that Rev O Lu Shun. That's basically what's gonna take to get your point across, because these people, they just gonna keep doing wickedness until you stop them dead in their tracks. But see, how about Shimi Hawashai is good at creating tension and allowing the shit to explode within itself. So there's gonna be a civil war here, all right? And you leaders of this so-called free society, a lot of you are gonna be target number one, man. All right, you seen what they did to the lady in the first purge, the one that was she was in charge of the experiment. And then once they wanted to take over, you saw what they did. They put her ass in a black van and threw her ass out head first, and they shot the bitch right in the face, man. And that's gonna happen to a lot of you politicians, you leaders, because you stealing the people, you're defrauding the people of their living. You've gotten away with it this long because these people are stupid inherently. I mean, at this point, you can't even blame them, because you American people, you're that fucking stupid. Okay, every time you get a paycheck and you have child support coming out and you have income taxes coming out, that should fumigate something in your spirit. But you people are that goddamn slow to the point, that's just my American duty. The taxes were supposed to be temporarily to fund the war. All right, and once the war was said and done, that was supposed to be temporary. But somehow, some way, taxes have crept their ways into your everyday life to the point you're paying tax on water. How in the fuck am I paying a water bill? A shared water bill with 5 other motherfuckers, and they putting taxes on that shit. It's one big tax. It's one big fucking Ponzi scheme, man. Excuse my French. But this is the only way I know how to articulate it right now. All right?
Collapsing in the street. Please bring this up in your meetings in Congress. No matter what other issue you're here to talk about. There are over 6.
So I think that would kind of ruin my lunch.
This? What?
That would ruin my lunch. If I'm trying to eat lunch and someone's telling me that we're starving people.
Because you're normal. Because you're a normal human. The flaw in this is that's how these people come hearing that.
Yeah.
You have the biggest lizard scumbag fucks in the history of the world that run the West. And they're going to have the nerve to talk about how moral they are when they're done doing the Holocaust of your lifetime. So I love it. I mean, maybe it's inconvenient for them, but they get off on doing that to kids. Remember Epstein? We're covering it up.
6,008 trucks waiting to be let in. This building, the people in this building can do something about it. Our tax dollars are being used to do this instead of funding housing, public education.
The people are like, hey, can I get by? The cheesecake's almost out.
They're like, yeah, we know. We made those rules. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
going great. I don't understand why you're mad.
That's what we do. We killed a millionaire. We killed 500,000 children in Iraq. Then we killed 1 million Iraqis. Then we slaughtered everybody in Libya and Syria, Afghanistan for 20 years. And now we're
tested shit in your kids.
And now, yeah, then we forced an experimental medical treatment on you and your children that was unnecessary. And now you don't know for 10 more years what all the side effects are. Hey, that's what we do. And now we're slaughtering Gazans. That's what we've been doing that for a long time.
Why don't you show some gratitude? We took a break from you for a second so we could get done genociding these people.
Climate change.
And while you eat your lunch, please think about the children who have nothing.
That guy's not stopping. That's what I like. This guy right here. This is my favorite guy so far. So this guy's got a sandwich in his hand, and he's like, "What is she saying?"
Please think about the people.
And they're playing in you people's face. They don't give a fuck, man. People don't care. This is the devil you're talking about. He has no remorse. All right. This is the book of Amos 4:1. It says, "Hear this word, ye kind of Bashan, that are in the mount of Samaria, which oppress the poor, which crush the needy, which say to their masters, bring and let us drink," man. Okay. Even though this is going into you Israelites, still, okay, this is the same sentiment this devil will follow. He's sitting there. He will literally print all the money in the world. And yet you have all types of food insecurities, man. Then he'd justify it by saying, oh, well, we have climate change and, the crops are dying. Well, because you're spraying all this madness in the air. All right. This is in Job 18:18. And it reads, it says here, his roof should be dried up from beneath, and above should his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. And he should be driven into light, from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. And he neither shall have no son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. Right. It says, and they that come after him should be astonished at his day, and they as they that went before are frightened. It says, surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. But it says he should be chased out of the world as a dream, because the world is getting ready to rise up against his ass, man. Okay, Esau is in trouble. He's being cornered every which way. So this is why he's getting ready to be on crash out time. Because peep this is the book of Habakkuk 2:7. It says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. Okay, booties is spoiled. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, and all of that dwell therein. So there's going to come a time that people are going to rise up against this man, and they're not going to regard their kings nor princes.
Who are dying. Please think about the people who are collapsing in the street. Please think about the people dying from malnutrition in the hospitals.
I got to look at my phone. Is this really happening?
Yeah.
They're all just eating and all like, oh, would you cut it out, lady?
So headline, terror attack on Congress today. Yeah. That girl is wearing a keffiyeh. That's the same as wearing a Kanye West swastika t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a terrorist attack on Congress.
What a shitbag country we live in. The China show. China's better on this issue.
Come see us in Oxnard, California, Rutherford, New Jersey.
This just in, it's in Southern Virginia. We're getting word of a horrific attack. A city council member was set on fire inside of his office. Of where a local this is, am I reading this right?
So yeah, he works at a local magazine.
Yeah, he's at a local magazine. That's the office where this happened. Mm-hmm. Okay. And where he works. The 38-year-old Lee Vogler is a city councilman in Danville, Virginia, 2 hours south of Roanoke. Police say the suspect entered into the victim's office and then doused him with flammable liquid. The victim and the suspect then exited the building, where the suspect then set the victim on fire. Just horrific details we're learning. And right now, the extent of Vogler's injuries are unknown, and the suspect is in custody. Trace, it looks like the first phone calls came into police around 11:30 a.m., and they were dispatched to the scene there and told of a male set on fire. He's been airlifted to a regional medical facility for treatment. And the full extent of his injuries is still not.
And motherfucker lived, man. See? People ain't playing games with you Edomites no more, bro. This is the book of 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It says, "For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of that action shall stand in their power." So people are getting fed up with this system, man, all right? And we're going to see more of this to come. So, hey, stay tuned. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Shalom.